Hello, welcome everyone. It's time now to sit back, relax and let the world of incredible holidays just wash all over you. It's time to cruise away with Derek and Joe.
Yes, welcome. You're in for a treat and a half an hour of brilliant journeys with the few, in fact, enjoying some of the most luxurious times you can have on a cruise adventure where more is included, more entertainment, more dining, more space and time for you to enjoy dreamy parts of the world. Welcome to Cruising in Style with Oceania Cruises.
Indeed, this is a true treat for a special occasion or if you need the ultimate in pampering as you adventure across the globe. We'll show you these incredible ships and show you how cruising at this level becomes that lifestyle upgrade that you'll soon get very used to enjoying.
Yes, we'll be heading off on an exotic escape for the start of next year from Bangkok to Bali on Oceania. We also have a new addition to the fleet with Allura, which launches in July, and we'll have an adventure you'll want to see in October as we visit Canada and New England in full season and cruise down the east coast to the sunny beaches of Miami.
Sounds amazing. Let's first explore ancient grandeur across Greek, Italy and Turkey for the 16th of November. This is 21 nights, starting by flying out of Sydney and over to Istanbul, Turkey's capital, buzzing with ancient treasures and modern wonders. And we have plenty of time to explore. 4 nights, in fact, in a luxury 5-star hotel with transfers included. We roll out the red carpet for this holiday.
This is the only city on earth to span 2 continents as well. You actually have the Asian side and the European side. So it's fascinating with that juxtapose of architecture. Now, we're going to be on board the fabulous Nautica, where you have 12 nights, part of the regatta class. I mean, elegant and refined, yet also spacious and, you know, not too over the top. That's the lovely thing about Oceania. You know, it's stylish and it's very much that pampered experience, but without feeling like it's overdone in any way. So you're going to get, you know, you're sitting by the pool, the waiters are going to come around with fruit kebabs and, you know, cold towels for you. It's those little touches that make cruising with Oceania so special. You have a lot of inclusions already in your voyage, including unlimited Wi-Fi and gratuities, soft drinks and specialty teas and coffees as well, self-service laundry. You've got your group fitness classes included. You have all your restaurants as well, specialty restaurants, and in-stateroom dining are included. And I have to say, I've been lucky enough to be on board several of the Oceania ships doing special events over the years. And the food on Oceania has to be in my top 3 cruising experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. Finest cuisine at sea.
Yes.
They are self-built, and honestly, the meticulous detail on the menu and the cuisine on every single one of the restaurant menus is incredible. Remember as well, when you're cruising like this, you're cruising with less people and you're spending more times in the port as well.
Yeah.
So the fact that you are surrounded by all of this lovely, fabulous luxury everywhere you go, and space, you get this feeling of calm and space, and it means that you can really dive into the destinations. And when you get back after a long day touring and exploring wherever you are, these boutique destinations, the very finest of everything just appears in front of you.
It does. You've got fine teak decks, custom stone, tile work, lovely lounges, beautiful suites. So it is going to be like your luxury boutique hotel in your favourite city. You know, the staterooms themselves also boast neoclassical furnishings. It is so stylish and elegant. I loved my time in Oceania. I have to say, their marketplace, which is where you go and have buffet style dining, is not really a traditional buffet style dining experience. No. They'll cook your steak to order. They'll have beautiful luxury desserts. It is sublime. You could eat there every night and eat like a king or a queen, honestly. When it comes to enjoying bar life, you know, you've got lots of lovely bars and lounges around the ship with plush chairs, so you feel relaxed, never rushed in any way, because of course the ratio to staff and passenger is going to be higher when it comes to this type of voyaging, because it's much more exclusive and you're going to be having that real refined experience without it feeling too fussy or imposing. So we are cruising out of Istanbul in Turkey. The first port we're going to be heading into is Bozaska in Turkey. Now this is home to a lot of historical sites, including the castle fortress, and you also have, not too far away, ancient Troy, which you can visit as well, which is ruins from 3000 BC, and Homer's Iliad, of course, was sunset there. Very interesting indeed. CruiseAway next for you. Then we're on to Mykonos in Greece, which is a beautiful and relaxed beach vibe island. Now, whether it's enjoying a cocktail downtown or exploring, you'll love Mykonos. And Piraeus, Greece is the port for Athens, so you can head on up to see the Parthenon, the Acropolis, and make sure you take that selfie up there. Sweeping views over Athens await you as well. Heraklion is up next, and that is, of course, the home of ancient civilizations that Crete has to offer, such as the Palace of Knossos. We are next up into Messina in beautiful Sicily, where you can head out and venture to Mount Etna, or perhaps neighbouring Taormina, which is an utterly gorgeous little Italian town. Salerno's next, which allows you easy access to the Amalfi Coast, and fabulous Pompeii with, again, thousands of years of history right there for you. Civitavecchia is, of course, the gateway to Rome since the 1300s, and you can head to Rome by train or excursion and see the Colosseum. Oh, so much more. Livorno. Now, this is really a wonderful place for you to visit. Florence, which is the home of so many amazing art galleries, and Michelangelo's David. Toulon in France awaits us next. Talking about museums, they have a wonderful art gallery there, but when in France, you might just want to sit back, relax down a back street with a glass of wine. Now, we are disembarking in Barcelona. You can have a 3-night hotel stay in the Catalonian capital, which is wonderful all year round, and Spain boasts a lot of year-round sunshine too, so you could be lucky here in November. That is, of course, the iconic Sagrada Familia Cathedral, which they're still trying to finish over a century later, but it's fascinating anyway to learn about that. Here's your overview, and then, of course, from Barcelona, we'll be flying you back to Australia.
Gosh, I honestly, I don't know where to begin with this, because this is kind of like your dream trip, isn't it, in this part of the world. There's so much to see, there's so much history to drink up, and of course, remember, you're in every port for longer, with more wonderful excursion opportunities that you can take. There's the most amazing guest speakers on board who will talk you through the destinations that you're going to, point out the highlights, highlight its history, tell you a lot more than we have time to in half an hour. But what a wonderful way to get away in true style in November, and it's just a dream trip from one end to the other. Flying first from Sydney over to Istanbul in Turkey for a 4-night 5-star hotel stay there. Private transfers included as well, which is great. And then your Oceania voyage on the Nautica for 12 nights, exploring ports in Turkey, the Greek islands, including Athens as well, Italy. And there's a day in the port for Rome, on to Toulon in France, and ending in Barcelona, where again we have a 3-night hotel stay there with private transfers included. Also then back to the airport for your flight back to Sydney. I am getting very, very, very good vibes from this price tag, and I'm sure you are as well, because this isn't regular ocean cruising. This is luxury, more inclusive cruising with the finest cuisine at sea, with fewer people on board, with longer stays in port, with more boutique ports that you can go into that the bigger ships just can't. This is incredible. I mean, I have to tell you, the price tag that we have here will not hold for long. This is more like that yacht charter, because you are cruising with less than 700 guests on board. Amazing dining in all of the gourmet restaurants included, full unlimited Wi-Fi package included, all of your service charges, soft drinks, and so much more, part of your boutique cruise in this package. Oh my word, grab it with both hands, I would say. Here's the overview of everything that's included, and indeed your opportunities if you want to upgrade further. There's a number of different staterooms on board, including balconies, including suites as well. If you want to talk to the team about the differences between those and the perks that come with upgrading higher, then again, just talk to the team. But I have to tell you, in terms of perks, everyone is so well catered for on one of these cruises. They are exceptional, and they are all about immersing in the destination and spending longer there, which means that you can enjoy those wonderful opulent surroundings on board when you've had a busy day in port in a big city or whatever it might be, visiting historic sites. You come back to this absolute haven of whatever you want whenever you want, and I think that's a real joy, and that's something that hasn't always been part of the cruise experience unless you've had tens of thousands of dollars per person to throw at it. It's a wonderful experience. And once you've done it once, you'll be doing it again.
Yes, this will be your favourite cruise line for sure. Now, if you have any questions about Oceania cruises or the trips along the way that we're going to be mentioning, just talk to our team now. It's a toll-free call and you can call 7 days a week. On we go to our next escape to the exotic Far East now for the start of January. Over 21 nights, flying first on the 3rd of January from Sydney to Bangkok in Thailand. And a total of 3 nights here, the first 2 in a hotel in this dizzying city. Dizzying though for all the right reasons. Bangkok is fun and fabulous and colourful. Straight away, first thing I do is go and get a gorgeous Thai massage because they are known for it. Now, after your 2 nights in a hotel, you're going to be boarding the Serena, beautiful regatta class. Now, you're going to be spending your first overnight actually on the ship right there in port, which is great. So 3 nights in total in Bangkok. And oh, look at the staircases. You know, everything is decadently done, but in a tasteful way. Nothing feels over the top or out of place when it comes to Oceania cruising.
It's just lovely. It is just the height of having that space, having fewer people around you. And actually, they're all like-minded people as well. Please don't think that this is, you know, you have to be some kind of millionaire or billionaire to live this kind of lifestyle. It's very casual. It's very comfortable. It's great fun. You meet the most fascinating people on these kind of cruise experiences. And yes, it's absolutely a premium cruising product. So you are, you know, spending a more considered sum on it than general ocean cruising. But what you're getting back for that is kind of 100-fold in terms of the experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can even play mini golf on board, which is lovely, you know, if you're a bit of a golfer. And of course, when it comes to keeping yourself active, whether you're walking around the deck every morning or heading up to the gym, they have a state-of-the-art gym on board. They also have, you know, wonderful sort of classes that are with a focus on mindfulness. So not just your traditional fitness classes, but also things like yoga and Pilates, and they'll have specialists to talk you through that as well. So, and
even actually just going on from that spa experience, let's say that you've just been in for a lovely massage and whatever, they actually have a spa terrace just right next to the spa as well.
Oh yes,
so you can actually truly appreciate the good that it did to you and go and sleep it off in the sunshine. Wonderful.
Yeah, the Aquamar Spa and Vitality Centre. I mean, even just the sound of it makes me think about relaxing, right? You know, sauna and steam room up there too. So, you know, so many different things that are going to be tailored to your relaxation and enjoyment when you're cruising on Oceania, one of the most exciting new ships at sea as well. Now, all of your dining is included and it is top notch. Think of the finest restaurants that are hundreds of dollars a head each time you're dining, and it's all included in your cruise fare. That's the beauty of Oceania.
Including what would normally be speciality restaurants as well.
Like Red Ginger.
You've got one, Pan Asian Red Ginger, Tuscan Steak, Steakhouse, so much. Just inside your stateroom as well, by the way, everything is the very best it can be. A wonderful tranquility bed, Bulgari amenities in the bathroom for you, twice daily maid service. I mean, it really does make the difference. We're not just saying luxury, you're living luxury here. You are going to absolutely love it. So we are cruising out of the port for Bangkok and off we go for 2 weeks of cruising. Yeah,
we're in Sihanoukville in Cambodia first, where you can head out to the beautiful national parks such as the Reem National Park on tour, or maybe do a cooking class. Ho Chi Minh awaits us next, and this is very famous, of course, for being Saigon originally, but you've got to get a selfie at the Saigon Post Office. Apparently, that's the one to do when you're there, and head to the Mekong Delta for a little tour, perhaps overnight there. Kota Kinabalu's next in beautiful Malaysia. Maybe you want to head to a cultural village such as Mari Mali, or you can head to Mount Kinabalu, Asia's highest peak. Muara in Brunei is next on the itinerary, known for its stunning beaches and lush tropical rainforest. You also have the Hot Spring Lodge there. We're into Semarang in Indonesia on the itinerary next, and you know, Indonesia is awash with amazing temples. Perhaps you're going to head to the Borobudur temple while you're there. Surabaya next up on the itinerary for you, with you know, these beautifully intricate stone carvings in famous destinations, Siloam, which is northern Bali, where you can head to fantastic ubud monkey forest. These are cheeky little devils that will keep you entertained. In fact, you've got even more time then in fabulous Bali, as you've got 5 nights in a resort spa hotel. Talking of spa, nobody does it better than the Balinese and Thais when it comes to spas. So you're going to have a really wonderful, opportunity to go and have all these lovely treatments while you're out there, such as the mandi bath, which is this flowered bath where you have all this scrub, and it was so relaxing. And then they have tons of different massages on offer. You also can do things like yoga classes and, sound healing. It's a place of meditative relaxation and transformation. We're going to be flying you back to Australia after this epic adventure. Here's your overview.
The one thing that's going to ruin all of this is a price tag of $30,000 each. But it's not going to happen, don't worry. Don't you worry at all, because you might have a little think. When I talk to you about what's included in the price tag, have a little think and a little guess of what you think the final bill will be, because this is a great way to start your new year, 2026. You will be starting it very zen, very calm, the ultimate retreat, voyaging with the few with Oceania. Your 3 weeks start by flying from Sydney to Bangkok in Thailand for a dizzying 2-night hotel stay there with transfers included, to start your 2-week inclusive voyage on the Serena with less than 700 other guests on board, exploring Cambodia, Malaysia and Vietnam with an overnight call into Saigon, enjoying laid-back luxury, fine dining, service, Wi-Fi, service charges and more. You'll end the cruise in Benoit on Bali and stay in a resort spa hotel for 5 nights there before flying back to Sydney. Now, what was your guess? Tell me. Nowhere near. Let's show them. Let's show you just how good this can be. Dream break. A happy new year. Maybe actually you push Christmas. Did he say Christmas? I did, I'm afraid. Push Christmas to one side in favour of the new year and treat yourselves to the ultimate getaway. At a price tag, in the cruising world, feeling like you have a ship to yourselves because you are cruising with less than 700 guests, having that fine cuisine, having so many other additions to that, having so much travel, and the stays as well, rounding it off with 5 nights in a resort spa in Bali before you come home. That rounds this off just beautifully. Now that to me is a happy new year. Let's have a look at the overview of everything that's included. I'm sure a lot of you are bowled away by the price tag. I know we are. I know we're looking at this and saying, wow, you know what? We know travel trends, we know travel prices, we know all of the different cruise lines in the market, and this should be sitting much higher in price tag. This should be the 10 to 13,000 kind of bracket. Here we are at less than 8,000, and there's so much more than just the luxury cruise included there as well with Oceania. Amazing. Amazing. And a deposit today will seal the deal on that price tag and lock it in. But remember, less than 700 people get to enjoy that. So if you want to be 2 of them or 4 of them watching this right now, then I'd be quick. 1300 407 687, because our amazing team have been working together with all of the major cruise lines for over 25 years. I mean, and that is an amazing amount of time to put incredible deals like this together, and our team are there to help you every step of the way. Now, we'll take one final adventure in this show, and it's a new addition to the Oceania Cruises fleet. The spectacular Allura takes to the sea in July, and we'll be joining her in the fall this October. Now, this adventure begins on the 26th of October, flying from Sydney over to Montreal in Canada this time. Transfers again included, as we stay in a city hotel here for 4 nights in total. The first 3 in a hotel.
Oh, brilliant. Nothing quite like seeing the fall, the autumn colours in Canada and New England, and Montreal is a wonderful place to start. It's Northern America, but with a distinctly French vibe. And in fact, they speak French in Montreal. They speak French Canadian, so that's the native language. We're going to be then boarding the brand new Allura and spending your first nights in port as well. So you've got that extra little cheeky bit of time to enjoy fantastic Montreal. This is a brand new class of ship from Oceania as well, which is wonderful. So if you're already a fan of this brand, and how could you not be, you'll probably want the hottest ticket in town on board the newest ship with a brand new class, which is the sister to the Vista class, actually launched in 2023. So slightly larger for Oceania, 1,200 passengers, but still that is a wonderful size of ship because it means they've got more space, they've got more, opportunity for activities such as the mini golf and, again, classes around the ship and things that are going on. The culinary arts is a wonderful experience, but actually you can do an excursion where you shop with the executive chef. So, not only do you get to enjoy cooking classes, and arts and crafts is like you've never seen before at sea, because they actually have a resident artist on board with a whole program talking you through, whether it be watercolor or crafting activities or painting ceramics. They'll have something different on the program every single day, and that's the wonderful thing. Look at those Art Deco inspired spaces though. They're just stunning, aren't they? And
it's an amazing
pools.
ship. It really is. And even though there are, obviously this is a slightly larger ship for Oceania at 1,200 passengers, but still it has a much bigger capacity, so they're still keeping the occupancy low. But listen to this, for every 2 passengers there are 3 members, every 3 passengers there are 2 crew, which is amazingly high ratio. It's crazy. So again, when we talk about this kind of cruising, that you're not waiting for anything, and also you have the time and the space to actually get to know the crew on board. Everyone is as equal as well. There's no feeling of hierarchy on the ship. It's all as one. And just look at the quality of the cuisine. And this is right the way through. All of the dining that you have on board, that wonderful finest cuisine at sea, which is well deserved actually as a brand. You've got a steakhouse on board, you've got an Italian on board, you've got an American classics restaurant, Ember, there's Red Ginger for Pan Asian, you've got Aquamar Kitchen as well, with lots of healthy, guilt-free choices. And then there's casual dining as well. You've got Waves Grill and Pizzeria by the pool, at hand when you want it. You've got the fantastic Terrace Cafe as well. You have lots of different casual dining options as well. So don't think it's a formal occasion every single time you are dining. It's a very special occasion every time you dine. I know that. It
absolutely is. And the food, I cannot even find the words. It's the best food I've ever experienced at sea. Now, we're cruising out of Montreal and we're heading to Quebec, also in fabulous French Canada. Maybe you want to walk around the old town. This is a really great way to become acquainted with this stunning city and its architecture. Saguenay is next, also in Quebec, where you have the fjord route actually. So lovely landscapes there over the mountains and rising cliffs. Get out on deck and see it. Sydney, Canada awaits us, which has a distinctly Celtic influence. And Cape Breton is wonderful as an outlook over the sea. Beautiful. We're into Halifax next, and a lovely thing to do here is to stroll the boardwalk, which is awash with shops, cafes, bars, leads all the way up to the lighthouse for lovely views over Halifax. Then it's Boston, where you can do the Freedom Trail or perhaps head to Cheers Bar. You've got an overnight on board, so maybe it's a little trip down to Quincy Marketplace to get some delicious food and do a spot of shopping in the evening. But Boston's an amazing city. Newport is next over in Rhode Island, and this is, you've got some amazing mansions here dating back to the 1800s. You can do a tour of them actually. Then we're into New York. New York, the city's so fabulous they named it twice. A day to enjoy Manhattan, perhaps head to the Statue of Liberty on the Circle Line tour. Charleston, next up is in fabulous, of course, South Carolina, and you've got lovely colonial architecture to visit in that area. Now, we are disembarking in Miami, and we've got 3 nights in a hotel to enjoy South Florida before we head back to Oz and everything it offers you, from its wonderful Art Deco district, which is a protected region on Collins Avenue, to Windward Walls Art District, to Little Cuba, and the Spanish town as well down in South Beach. It's one of my favorite cities on earth, and I think it will be one of yours by the time you visit it. it as well. Then we're going to be flying you back to Sydney after this epic adventure of Canada and New England in the fall.
Yeah, perfect time. Absolutely perfect timing to go and see it as well. It's an incredible journey from Canada and through the east coast of America on the latest edition into the Oceania fleet as well. You're going to have the most incredible time exploring these wonderful cities. Having time in Quebec, for instance, is just superb. You are going to absolutely love it. And of course, there are so many inclusions while you're on board as well, all of that fabulous fine dining and so much more to enjoy while you're taking this journey. And you know, it's an epic time of the year to see this part of the world on a brand new luxury ship, enjoying the best views there for you. And this is in October. We'll fly you first from Sydney to Montreal in Canada, with transfers included to your hotel for a 3-night stay, and then you'll join the new Oceania Allura, which launches only in July this year as well. 14 nights on board, exploring Canada, Nova Scotia and the east coast of the US, including an overnight in Boston, a day in New York and on to Charleston as well. You can do the little dance there if you want to. You end the cruise in Miami. We've got a 3-night stay in a hotel booked there for you as well before flying back to Sydney. And would you like to enjoy all of this in the comfort with great views out of your French veranda stateroom? Well, you can. You absolutely can, for an amazing price right now, and a deposit will secure this for you as well. It is superb at that price tag. It's a big adventure. It's the perfect time of year to be in this part of the world as well, and the price tag really belies the luxury and the inclusions that you will be enjoying. It's a way of life, as we said before, that you get extremely used to. Let's have a look at the overview of the offer as well. Then I can talk you through your stateroom and what's included in there as well, because it's so good. It really is. You've got a wonderful exclusive tranquility bed with 1,000 thread count linens, twice daily maid service, rainforest shower, Belgian chocolates on your turn down, private teak French veranda. It's amazing. You get everything. You get Wi-Fi access. You get the most amazing robes and slippers in your stateroom as well. And that's aside everything that goes on in the ship as a whole. It's just an incredible opportunity. It really is. Again, there are different grades of suite as well. And so you can talk to the team about upgrading there as well. It is superb. An amazing offer at an amazing price. It really is. And an incredible cruise line as well. The ultimate in luxury is a word that's thrown around far too readily these days. But it's well deserved here, isn't it?
It's well deserved, and I'm picturing you in your fluffy robe on your balcony, enjoying your room service in the morning.
I'm there.
Your room service breakfast, just thinking, this is the life. This is the life.
Well, listen, how many lives do we have? Just the one.
It's debatable, but yeah, just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on who you listen to, but in reality, just the one. Anyway, listen, that's it. Our time is up for this show. Many more offers and lots more information about Oceania and all the major cruise lines on our website right now at cruiseaway.com.au. And don't forget, you can see our other shows on our YouTube channel as well. Just go onto YouTube and search for CruiseAway Australia. You'll find us on Facebook and Instagram as well for the latest hot deals. But from Joe and myself for now, our time is up. We'll see you back here soon.
Mind how you go.